We have so much more still to get to. By the way, labradorite next hour. Here's petrified wood. So from your fire opals, don't forget about the Javanese lace agate, and now petrified wood at $89. Every single time Jay's here with petrified wood, it sells out. This is one of the most versatile in terms of an anchor for your collection, and it is at a fall price, 5 months at $17.98. Talk about the real deal, Jay. How very wonderful. This is also super cool looking.
So everybody knows, you know, like I did, this is all brand new for the show, brand new for the event. This is the first time I've ever actually done the faceting, okay? We're on a whole necklace where I've fasted before, I fasted a few beads. This material is extremely hard, so it takes a great facet and it takes a great polish. This is all done one at a time by hand. It's all free-form facets. It's not, we don't do these on machines. They do them literally by hand with a flat lap, diamond flat lap, and a daubing stick, which is like a piece of wooden dowel with hot wax, and they cut the initial bead, and then they actually put that on a daubing stick, and then they do one side by hand, set them aside, and then they take all those sticks off, put them on the other side that they fasted with the hot wax, and then they do the other side. So it's a huge operation. It takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of skill to do it. I will tell you this right now, okay, all of this petrified wood, if you saw there, that's probably, in any given necklace, there's 20 different kinds of petrified wood in there. And what it is, about 10 years ago, this friend of ours, Phil Johnson, who is probably, he's forgotten more about petrified wood than I'll ever know in my life, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's all he did. He collected in the 60s and 70s. He specialized in petrified wood. He was the go-to guy for petrified wood for specimens, slabs, because he had all the different varieties. All of the material that is in this necklace was all collected in the late 60s, early 70s, maybe even mid 70s. You cannot buy this anywhere. It is not available on the market. There is no commercial market. There's no way to get it. Absolutely, tomorrow if you said, Jay, I need more of this, there's no way to access it. 10 years ago, Phil was kind of getting up in age. It was getting a little bit harder for him to get around, and it's not easy dealing with petrified wood. You know, everything is really heavy, and so Phil agreed to sell us his whole collection.
Whoa.
So we bought everything that he had. We bought his own personal private collection. Over 10 years now, you've seen petrified wood, right? And we've done different kinds of petrified wood. We've been using it in different designs. It's been incredibly popular. You're looking at something that's 30 to 50 million years old here, okay? So what we've done now, if you can see, like I said, there's probably over 20 different types of petrified wood in this necklace, and any of these, in that particular necklace. What we've done is we're down to the last of our petrified wood.
Really?
I have no big bulk left on anything. So all I have left is, like, I have 200 kilos of this, and I maybe have 300 kilos of that. I know that sounds like a lot, but just to cut this necklace, you're looking at anywhere from 3 to 4 pounds per necklace of rough material that is required to actually come up with just one design. So what I love about petrified wood is you're looking at history, and here's another thing. These are all collected off private properties in the 60s and 70s. He collected everything that was there, so there's really nothing to even go collect anymore. But you can't even get this, and you cannot collect petrified wood, as you saw the sign, on public property anymore. It's illegal.
Right, and that's not where this came from.
Right, no, that's not. Actually, when my wife and I, it's really funny because we took our RV, we had a trailer at that time, and when we left that, when I took that picture, we left, they actually searched my trailer.
Did they?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they recognized me or what, but I was just kidding around. So of course we were filming and stuff.
Right.
So maybe, I don't know what, but they actually went through my, I had this huge fifth wheel RV, and they went through the whole thing to see if, if we had it loaded up or something.
It's protected.
But they say, no collecting is because everybody, when they go out, like as kids, we used to go camping. We used to come back with the back of the pickup truck loaded. We had petrified wood everywhere when I was a kid. We did all kinds of cool stuff with it.
Listen, we've got Karen in Pennsylvania on the phone for you. Hi, Karen. Welcome to HSN, and Jay.
Hi, Siobhan.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Jay.
How you doing, Karen?
I'm fine. I'm a collector of J. King jewelry. I have over 300 pieces.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. You could
Yeah.
open a J. King Mind Find store.
I'd love to. You want to join me? I bought last night the strawberry quartz. I thought that was unique, and especially the color. You know, I have a lot of your stuff, but not necessarily that color, you know.
Do you know, it's really funny you say that, because that that material, I've tried to get more of that. You know, that's all natural. Most of the people that are buying strawberry quartz, a lot of it's being sold as glass. It's actually comes out of a glass factory. And a friend of mine actually texted me last night and said, you know, you should mention that, because there's a lot of strawberry quartz, or people, you know, that people have sold it, but it's glass. That is natural, and that's the most amazing thing. When you get it, please call me when I'll be back on very end of October. Call me and tell me if you like that, because it is amazing. I just can't get any more of the material. I've literally begged them, and they have no, they're not willing to go mine it for me, or I don't know what the deal is, but we got that one load, and that's all that we've got. Yeah.
You know, I also got your azurite malachite, and you know, years ago up in Alaska, I bought some, and up there they called it Arctic opal.
They call it Arctic opal, and it is. But if you see, did you buy jewelry or did you buy specimens?
No, I bought jewelry.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. That material probably came out of Moab. Is where it probably came out of. That material probably came from Bill's mine
In Utah.
In Utah, in Moab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and yeah, if you bought it in jewelry, if you bought it as a specimen, it could be from Alaska. But if you bought it in jewelry, I bet it's from Bill's mine.
Cool.
Well, this was quite a few years ago up that I bought it up in Alaska.
Yeah.
And then I also bought your Amazonite.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
perfect.
I like the colors in that. And, you know, for anybody who is not sure about buying stuff from you, believe me, take it from me. It's all wonderful. It's real.
It's real.
And so many places you go, you know, they have dyed howlite to look like turquoise and things like that. As you say, it's the real deal, and you can count on that. And that's what I love. Plus, your wonderful... well, just everything. You know, it's
true.
Well, thank you, Karen.
True, Karen.
I appreciate that. You make me turn red. Well, one of the things, you know,
Sweet of
it's
you,
funny.
Karen.
It's funny
Thank you.
that you would say that, Karen, though, because you know the main reason I got started was because, and the reason I go to the mines is I want to make sure that I know what I'm buying.
Right.
And we still get it tested, but I'm just telling you, I go right there. I'm cutting it from the rough. I'm not buying anything that somebody's saying, okay, here it is, and that's what it is.
Right.